Everyone, Tochik89 will continue her current Pokemon Adventures White Challenge. So there is a part 1 whose link is right above this video itself. Definitely check it out if you somehow ended up in this video first, because that'll give way more context. This is the part 2 of that series, and here we have finally beaten all the gym leaders, beaten Sharon, beaten Bianca a billion times. They both are crying right now, and we are going through these amazingly designed gym badge specific gates which lead us to the victory road. Also, please do like and subscribe to my video and my channel, and definitely stay till the end of the video because it is an amazing series. We are going to go towards the Elite Four right now. We cross the victory road pretty quickly. I love the design that they have going on, and entered the Pokemon League. Finally, we can challenge the Elite Four and come to a closer end to our long journey. We buy a couple of potions, and here you can choose who you want to battle first. But we go from left to right, and we have the first Elite Four, that is Chantal, who is a ghost type Pokemon Elite Four, and I absolutely love the design they have going on with their Elite Four areas. They tried so hard here. It's a great designed game, and she is having a ghost type. However, I'm taken aback that they only have 4 Pokemon. I honestly expected at least 5, but either way, she starts off with a Corphagerus, excuse my pronunciation, and we send out Barbara, who has not evolved yet because it'll take her forever to evolve, but we just jump in with punishment that doesn't do much, and our abilities change to Mummy. But we go ahead and send out another Dark Pulse and take out Corphagerus, and we have 3 Pokemon left, the Coffin Pokemon. And next is my favorite fire ghost type, Chandelier, and we send out a Nancy to deal with that because we know it's a fire type. Also, it does hit so very hard, and we set up a wish to heal ourselves and go towards a surf and try to get one attack to land, and we lose our water type against a fire type. This is so sad and embarrassing. So we send out our ground / electric type Dorothy, who does take an attack. We try bulldoze to lower Chandelier's extreme speed that it has got going on, and we don't know what to do, so we send out Sally. Of course, we are at an equal disadvantage that Chandelier has, but and that's why Sally is taken down. We really need some good ideas, so I send out Darling, who has faint attack, and now Darling is someone who likes to end battles, even though we got flame bodied in while getting out of it, but we still handle it. Now against Golrock, who's also part ground type, we start pillaging attacks of the grass type, but it has break and we should have gone with Horn Leech first, frankly speaking. Darling does her very best, but we just don't stand a chance right now. We have too much damage on us, so we send our fastest Amanda again, and Chantal does use a full restore, but Amanda will have none of it. She just leave blades out of this battle for us, and we just have Jellicent, and I'm so happy to look at Jellicent because it's part water type. So basically this is the battle which we win because of the alternative typing against a ghost. Since the Coffin Pokemon was just purely ghost type, we struggled a bit, but everybody else has a disadvantage to grass type, be it ground or water, and we beat Elite Four Chantal with a bit of difficulty but with a lot of strategy, and I try to go back the way I came. Anyway, we go towards the next Elite Four, who happens to be famous in the 7th gen region as well, in the tropical place, Grimsleys. Now, being a dark type, I decide I send out Darling first because of the attack jump kick. We just have to fire, we don't even have to fighting types, we just have jump kick as a fighting type option in our team right now because I had to teach Blizzard to my water type. And Darling just goes, and she's kind of hurt from the last battle that she could not end that type disadvantaged Pokemon. So she's so pissed. She just comes and wrecks Havoc. Grimsley doesn't stand a chance. It tries to fake out us, and Darling will have none of it. She's just coming and killing in one shot. Oh, and it is just I give her a bit of break. I'm like, calm down, Darling. We don't have to set fire to this place. And Darling has like blood in her eyes and everything. She's just like, I'm like, okay, calm down, Darling. I'll send Amanda out to finish Crocodile. You did awesome. So Grimsley was pretty easy when it comes in retrospect. Honestly, I did not expect it to be so easy, but that happens, and we beat the second Elite Four, heading towards the third one, who happens to be a psychic type. I do like her bedroom though. I mean, imagine working from home as well. This is her working from home right now. So she throws her Reniculus, we throw our Sally out, and we have a bit of a weird battle here because we both have odd moves. Like, I dizzy punch it tries to thunder me, but thankfully Sally avoids it. So this is one of those few times where thunder kind of was on my side, and Sally was dodging a lot of the thunder attacks and definitely heading shadow balls, and we almost do take out, but unfortunately the one thunder that hits us, it also paralyzes us, and we are renderless to attack. It is just the advantage that we had going completely flips on us, and we are trying to recover our Sally to help, but it's just pointless at this point of time because we cannot use any item to recover its paralysis. And so it's just going on. I don't even know what to say at this point of time. We just continue and try to drag Sally into a battle, but it ends badly for us. Now we are thoughtless, and so we just send out Barbara, who has a dark pulse, and we dark pulse the Reniculus. As since we have one ourselves, we know how sturdy they are, but two dark pulses kind of do my job for me. And then this Sigilif. Yeah. Oh, I'm so bad at these names. Gen 5 Pokemon names. Anyway, we send out Dorothy, but we are surprised with an Ice Beam. And now we are sad, but then we play Ice against Ice and send out Nancy to do a freaking Blizzard. Even though we are hit with Psychic, Nancy is not discouraged, and she hits with a Blizzard, doing a Frozen again on the Sigilif. Oh, Nancy is just amazing. She hits with a Blizzard and definitely ensures that the Pokemon is frozen. Now, this is the one that causes a lot of agony and extended battle time for us. Gothitelle, she doesn't look like it, but she takes forever to die. We completely try with Barbara to Dark Pulse it as much as possible, but it has Thunderbolt out of nowhere and takes my poor Barbara out. Now we obviously send Darling because we feel the risk, we feel the danger that we have, and Darling tries her very best to end this battle as quickly as possible, but Catelyn uses a full restore and we are back to square one. But Darling does not give up. We try a Horn Leech to heal ourselves, and unfortunately the Thunderbolt takes a huge chunk of the HP, but Darling is not giving up. What Thunderbolt couldn't do, Psychic does, and we send out Amanda to finish what Darling started, and finally we are out 3 out of 4 Elite Fours. Oh no, there's still Musharna. I honestly thought we had beaten her. The gas ball Pokemon. Anyway, Amanda is as disappointed as me that there's still one more Pokemon, and we try a Giga Drain on Musharna, and we try and pilfer all the attacks. It's got good defenses, and unfortunately Amanda is taken down. We're just down to Nancy now, and I'm like, oh no, don't tell me my Elite Four journey is going to end here. Nancy is attacking, but Musharna just has this horribly tough defense, but we whittle away its energy and finally win against the sleeping Psychic Elite Four, and we are left only with the fighting type Elite Four that happens to be Marshall. So again, right now against fighting type we have our Psychic type, so we are kind of comfortable with this Elite. So we do start with Sally. I mean, why not? Sally has Psychic, so we're gonna go ahead and ride the patent and battle Psychic against fighting. So now Thror is pretty bulky, and we don't see the Stone Age that suddenly comes out of nowhere, but Sally takes it like a champ and hits it with a psychic and just goes. We have Mesha, we hit it with a psychic. It does try to retaliate against us, and we hit it with a psychic, and we are good to go. Two down, two more to go. So against Swak, we decide we should change because we should bench Sally for a bit. We realize we do have a flying type as well. We try an air slash, but this one also has stone edge, and Barbara does not even get a chance here. So we send out Amanda. We always send out Amanda whenever we are panicked. And we start attacking, and Amanda just understands my panic, and it's just leaf blading amazingly. I'm kind of waiting for the overgrow to kick in, but that, well, luckily or not luckily, does not happen. So we he does use a lot of potions on Swak, trying to keep it alive, and we just steal all that HP using Giga Drain because we can use items in battle. And it goes on for a bit, but ultimately Amanda is victorious, and we just have the final conqueror. Okay, the pillar Pokemon is what I will call it, and we send out a Nancy to attack it, hoping that maybe a little bit of health could help us. But Surf does some damage, and we realize that Conqueror has hammer arm, which kind of reduces its own speed, but I guess it's comfortable with it because it almost takes out Nancy, but Nancy hangs in there. And oh, so close. Nancy almost had this battle in our hands, and we send out Amanda, who as usual is our finisher by now in this game, and she gets us the elite 4 combination complete. We have beaten all the elites, and we are absolutely proud of it. It took us forever, but now let's go ahead and head towards our champion battle. Now, once we step on the statue, we had completely forgotten that we are going to have to battle N, because he crashes the Pokemon League with his huge castle for some reason. Like, imagine wanting to move that bad. So we do have the Darkstone at this point, and N is the current champion. So the Darkstone reacts to our awesome presence, and Zekrom presents itself to us, and it wants to get captured by us as well, so that we can battle Reshiram right behind him. So I was wondering, should I change my team just for this battle? And I'm like, okay, half the fun in this game is to have the 2 dragon type battles that we love doing. So we decide, okay, let's catch Zekrom either which way, because after we catch Zekrom, we get to use him in our team. And it takes us only, I think, 2 or 3 Ultra Balls, and Zekrom joins our team, because honestly, I thought it'll take me like a 10-20 or something, and I did not even have that many Ultra Balls. I didn't want to use my Master Ball just yet. I always save it for emergencies, but we do catch Zekrom just for the purpose of this final game-defining black versus white, truth versus ideal battle. We send Barbara to the box and put Zekrom in front of our champion versus champion battle. Now it's just your simple run-of-the-mill dragon versus dragon, truth versus ideal, legendary versus legendary battle, which Zekrom wins. And then they send the Castelia Cone again at us. So Darling will have none of it, does 2 jump kicks and ends its reign. And now Clink Clank surprises us because it turns out to be Zoroark. I completely forgot about him. Oh, and he also throws a really strong Caracosta. It has sturdy on it, so we are not able to take it out instantly. It takes us a few tries, but Amanda does not give up, and we take out easy peasy. And I think this is his final Pokemon, Klinklang, because Amanda just does 2 jump kicks, and unfortunately a Hyper Beam takes it out. So we send out Dorothy, and it takes out via Thunderbolt. Oh yeah, the flying type Archipelus. So it's pretty easy. Dorothy does take it out, and Defeatus kicks in, and we get. Now this is a battle that takes my entire youth and my childhood and my old age, because we barely get across the coffin Pokemon more than half of the time. We attempted this battle so many times, but every time it would poison us and it would protect spam us. We just cannot win this. I send out everybody. Half the time, half the attempts that I make against this Pokemon, my entire team just is taken out by this guy. And even if we manage to beat the coffin pokemon, we try all sorts of attacks, we try all sorts of combinations, and even if we do take out, then his other pokemon are no less. I mean, this guy is the worst. He has the strongest team. Buffulint is just killing my pokemon, the ones that wasn't killed by the coffin pokemon, and we just keep scraping by one by one. And Electros, who has Levitate as its ability, also takes out my Pokemon. Even Zekrom, the legendary Truth or Ideal, depending on the version, can't do too much. It does take out Electros a bit, and I send out Sally or Nancy, depending on what happens. Now, this is the one where we get stuck. Even if we take out the others, Hydreigon just kills us blindly. There is nothing more powerful in this game than this Pokemon. Strategy for the Coffin Pokemon, and that is that we decide to send out our lovely Nancy, and she what she has is she has soak on her, which turns the opponent into a water type. Even though we the coffin pokemon does land hits toxic on my poor Nancy by now, and we somehow switch to Dorothy and we try a thunderbolt. Again, we are poisoned, but the thunderbolt does hit its mark, and we just have to somehow wait this one out. Ghetsis uses his full restore. I honestly did not see him use his full restores before this battle right here. The earlier ones were way worse, but we keep sticking to our plan here of trying to thunderbolt the stupid coffin pokemon who keeps on having amazing accuracy with protect for some reason. What is that all about? We are just annoyed by now, but then we remembered, hey, it's a water type now, let's send out Darling and do a horn leech, which lands and also turns our ability to mummy, but that's okay, that's fine. We're gonna switch out anyway for whatever. Next, they're gonna send, which is the Pokemon ending all runs, the most difficult challenge of this game. And Darling just avoids it and lands an attack after attack because she loves me so much, and she kills single-handedly the most difficult Pokemon I've faced in this stupid game. And finally, we are at Seismitoad, which Amanda handles. I let my Darling rest a bit because Amanda happens to be faster. I didn't want to take any chances here because I have big plans for Darling in this battle. He sends out his fourth Pokemon, Electros, who I debate whom to send at this point of time because, well, Dorothy is out of the game, and I didn't want to send anyone who would die against it because I still have a lot of Pokemon left. So I send out the dragon mythical Pokemon Zekrom, and we luckily paralyze it with a dragon breath, and we continue attacking with dragon breath. It's slower than us, but it's still attacking. Somehow Zekrom is surviving the attacks way better. We get a luck with paralysis where it doesn't attack, and we take out this one too. Oh, we are just finally there, we are so close. And he sends out a horrible Buffulint which wreaks havoc everywhere. We're debating whom to send at this point, and thankfully we do have 5 Pokemon alive, and I think he has like 1 or 2 left, or so we stick with Zekrom and we decide we're going to land as heavy attacks as possible with Buffulint because he's going to do head charge and whittle away his own energy, and we happen to be faster. So we get a lucky shot and Zekrom takes out this one as well. Finally, we have Bisharp. This should be the last Pokemon where Darling has the only fighting type move, and we just use it. It's just amazing how Darling has zero patience, but unfortunately its X-Scissor hits us hard, but Rocky Helmet ends it. I mean, Ghetsis loses to us because of Rocky Helmet and a lot of preparation and a lot of trying on this horrible battle. But finally, I am perfection. He's so sad that he lost to a 10-year-old. I think I'm 12 in this game. Anyway, he lectures us, rambles on, blah blah blah, but who cares, we beat Ghetsis. This was hands down the most difficult battle we had faced, but now we are the champion. We I mean, this is kind of weird because this game has the most different championship entry that we have, because N is kind of the one that takes us and registers us as the champion. I honestly never expected that. Everywhere else the professor does it, or well, the champion does it, but N is like very recent champion, something the same situation that we face with Blue, in fact. But either way, White's team beat the champion. White's team beat N. White's team beat Ghetsis so beautifully. And this challenge, in spite of the fact that we started off with Snivy and she had to battle two disadvantaged gym battles before we could catch our second Pokemon. This has been a wonderful challenge. Do definitely check out my other Pokemon Adventures challenges with the link and description in the will link in the description below. And this has been absolutely wonderful. You guys are all awesome. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna see you guys real soon in another adventure. Bye.